Hey guys, TCG Clarkus49 here. Gonna show you a deck profile for Legendary 6 Samurais. I took this deck to my locals yesterday, went 6-0 in the Swiss, topped the Swiss, first time I've ever done that. Lost tables in top 8 first round. So a guy named Seb, pretty cool guy. Didn't really understand the Unicorn, so happens unfortunately. But top Swiss with this deck. It's a good deck, it's taking down Gladiators, Psychic, Tengu Plant, and other stuff. Done pretty well. Good to know. Anyway, right, here goes, here's the deck. Here goes, right, first off, I run, wrong way up, Free Kizan. Staple card in this deck. Really good. Pumps up to 2-1 and has, I can't remember who it was, I think it was one of the guys said, famous quote here, nothing will get past that 800 boosted defensive wall. Like he said. Anyway, moving on. Free Kagikai. These go with the Kagamusha quite well. Gotta be run. If not, well, it's not really going to work that well. Next, we've got 3 Kagamushas. Again, they've got to be run, I think. They're staples in this deck. They're the thing that gets Shien, so why not run them? Next, 2 Elders. I only run 2. A lot of people run either 1 or 3, but 2's just right for me. They work for me, so why not? Next up, we've got 1 Mizuho and 1 Hand. Hand goes for the monsters, whereas Mizuho goes for the backline, and also Hand can contribute itself, whereas Mizuho can't, so I run them both, get the best of both right. Not 1, not 2, but 3 Grandmasters, all different rarity, which is just funny. Anyway, 3 of these, I don't know why, I just prefer running 3 to the rest of the guys who run like 1 or 2. Great Shogun Shien, not a lot of people run this. I think this is an underrated card. I really enjoy using this card. It always does well for me. Like it did yesterday, it went and beat down the Stardust, which was cool. I just run it in most of the Samurai decks I build. It's always been in there, mainly because it was the first parallel card I got for the Samurai, so I ran it. But he's a great card, limits your opponent's spell trap usage, and of course you can sack a Samurai to defend him, if you really want to. Anyway, 1 Rota, searches warriors, so it's kind of a staple in the Samurais. 3 Shien Smoke Signals, also they search the level 3 6 Samurais from your deck, and lowers obviously, so they're kind of staple in this deck while they're at 3. Next off, 3 6 Samurai Knights, staple draw card in this deck, kind of like having Pot of Greed back I suppose, but in 3s. 2 Shien's Dojo, this gets you the double Shien in 1 turn if you're lucky, and if you're really lucky you can get it first turn, it's pretty cool. Gateway, staple in this deck. It's always been a staple in this deck, even when it first came out. And I'd say, to be honest, even before it came out, because it's that good. 1 Dark Hole and 1 Reborn. The oldest 2 cards in my deck, but they do the job, and that's what they're there for. Dark Hole kills the swarms, Monster Reborn makes my opponent's monsters, or gets back my Shien. 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. They kill backline, which is what they're there for. And that's why I use them. Next up, we've got 1 Mirror Force. 1 Torrential. I run these in every deck really, just personal preference, they're good cards I think. Next up, 2 Bottomless Trap Holes. I don't have Solemn Warning, so I run these, and they do the job still, so that's why I run them. We got Solemn Judgment. Run that to negate things and judge them. 2 Double-Edged Shield Techniques. Get the big synchros fast. 2 Musakani Magatamas. Not many people can say that, which is why I run it, because it annoys people as well. And it's got a great effect. It's like a My Body that can kill anything, even spell traps and counter traps. So say they go Solemn Warning, you negate it, which is cool. Yeah, I'm going to show you my synchros now. 1 Catastor, good against X Sabers and any deck that's not using darks, obviously. 2 Shien parallels. Got them both for the price of an Ultra, which is just cool. Main card. Coming back to the Shiens in a minute. Main synchro of the deck. The deck was built around this really, so you've got to run them. If you don't, then it's not really going to be the Shien version of the deck. This is my own build, but yeah. Anyway, Bryonak. I think, to be honest, if you have Bryonak, if you don't run it, then you're stupid. 2 Barkions. Staple card in this extra deck for the Samurais, because you go Kagamusha Kizan into Barkion, it combos well with Shien. Gaia Knight, Force of Earth. good against opposing Xians and also good against Stardust and other highish attack point creatures. Ancient Fairy Dragon, good against anything that uses a field card. That's why I run him, because a lot of decks run field cards at our formats. Naturia Landoise, I personal preference him over Naturia Beast because he disrupts effects as well, which is cool. Black Rose Dragon, just like to go for the nuke if I can, if I'm losing and I need to do that. Colossal Fighter, he pumps, so why not? Thought Ruler, he does what he does, he gains me life when I need it, and he can't be targeted, so that's cool. Scrap Dragon kills things, and he's decent attack at the same time, so I like him as well. That's why I ran him. And I needed to waste the space, so I thought why not. Stardust Dragon, run this to negate stuff, because that's what it does. And then Mrs. Worm, final card of the deck. Just for tan stuff. And that's my deck, that's why I run it. It went 6-0, and then lost to Fabled, but that's why I run it. And that's the whole deck. Thank you. Okay guys, back to me. Shout outs now. Stock 201 and JP, they do deck profiles and stuff. I'm on their channel. Also for the shop, I have the miniatures for running tournaments to us. Great TO. Make sure you visit their site. Make sure you sub to me, sub to Stock 201 and JP there, and visit MFM. Always welcome. We welcome new players. See you around.